Those days may be gone, but definitely not forgotten. At least not by Mercury.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kendall, and that was your first look at the brand new 2003 Mercury Marauder. Mercury's first attempt to reconnect with its performance heritage. Today, we're going to put it to the test on the road and on the track to find out if this new offering lives up to its own legacy as one of the most powerful muscle cars to prowl the streets. We're also going to be talking to Mercury executive Elena Ford and auto racing icon Parnelli Jones. But first, I'm going to see how the Marauder does in the wide open expanses of the Mojave Desert. The lake beds are flat, but they are not billiard table smooth. There's a lot of chatter, little bumps caused by the cracks when it rains and dries out. And that's a really good test of the shock absorbers in terms of the real small chatter bumps, little shocks that you get on the freeway. How well does it dampen those things out? And we're cruising along here 60 miles an hour on what is effectively a dirt road, and it's very nice, very comfortable. It takes all the sharp edges off that. And one of the problems with a solid rear axle car, when you get into some of the chatter like you have here on the dry lake bed, most people won't encounter that very often, but the freeways with the concrete pads are not quite perfectly aligned. You get and some cars tend to the back end kind of does an axle hop, and I'm not feeling that. This is the ultimate car to just point towards Vegas and nail it. Now, another thing about this car that you can't miss is the size. Some people like small cars. I happen to like big cars. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", and for a while there, it was looking like you weren't going to be able to find some sedans. So for people that like big, fast, four-door sedans, this has got it all. These are the exact same gauges that were in my Trans Am car. They're odometer gauges, but not just odometer. They're the ultra lights, the super lightweight. I'm a little surprised to see that. You know, car business is so cost conscious these days. You know, kind of this carbon fiber look dash. In the early days, Henry Ford said, you can get this car in any color as long as it's black. Well, to the street rider, what other color is there? And that's all this comes in, black for the purist. The neat thing about the Coyote dry lake beds, it's kind of like the California version of the Bonneville salt flats. It's just level and smooth as far as you can see. So it just begs for speed. The other thing it begs for is, remember that movie Strange Brew, where they're just driving along and they just have this long, long conversation and they're going 60 miles an hour or something like that, and they never look where they're going. That's what this is like for me, because, you know, it just, I've always wanted to do that. The topography is much like that seen in the cult classic, The Vanishing Point.
Don't go away. I'm headed to the Palmdale drag strip, where legendary race car driver Parnelli Jones is going to help us take this car to the limit. So keep your motor running. The Speed Channel Test Drive will be right back.